to be here with you. I'm your host, and this happens to be Mike Mezak. Mike is our resident numismatist, which simply means he's a coin expert. And what a day for coins.
It has been crazy.
I know.
It has been crazy. We had the launch of Apollo 11, the 50th anniversary of Apollo 11 coins. It has been spectacular the entire day. The problem is, of course, the fact that very limited quantities throughout. We've already sold hundreds, actually some total. We've probably sold thousands plus.
We're going to show the left counter, by the way, so very limited.
So we're going to start with this. This is the 5-ounce silver coin. Now this is a coin made by the United States government in 5 ounces.
Wow.
Of pure silver. Check that out. So that is the footprint right there on the moon. Liberty, United States of America. And there we're going to have Mercury, Gemini, Apollo. You do that. Now, this is a very famous picture. This is actually Buzz Aldrin's helmet. Remember the shield on his helmet? They took a picture, and the reflection of it was, of course, Neil Armstrong, the American flag, and then, of course, the lunar lander that you have right there. So you can see this is his helmet, and that is what it is. A lot of people here are always wanting to look backstage, kind of at HSN, and the mirror field on this is so massive. That's what's going on back there. That's on the other side of the cameras. That's how impressive, that's what a mirror finish that is. It is a $1 coin. It is 5 ounces of absolute pure silver, and it's done for the very first time. The United States government has never done a 5-ounce coin that was 100% curved, just like this. So we have a concave side, we have a convex side that you're going to have right this, and they did this curve because they wanted to get the feel of, like I said, the shield of Buzz Aldrin's helmet that they had right there, and the only way to get that perfectly was to make the coin curved. They've done one other coin, curved coin in the history of the United States Mint, which was the baseball coin.
Yes.
And that, of course, was one of the fastest selling coins in the history of HSN, but they've never done a curved 5-ounce silver coin before. This is absolutely, positively spectacular.
The scale of this coin, by the way, I mean, it has such a huge presence to it. As we mentioned to you, this has been an exciting day for us in coins. And if you were watching a little bit earlier and you've been thinking about maybe purchasing this coin, go ahead and place your order now. Don't miss it. I think we have a little over 100 remaining, which is not a lot. We have many, many coin collectors. We've been offering coins here at HSN for over 2 decades, believe it or not. We are one of the primary sources of buying coins because we have been in business for so many years. One of the reasons why you want to order with us is that we have such an easy way for you to be able to place your order, whether you're shopping online or you're downloading our app to your mobile devices. And we also offer to you easy returns. So if you should change your mind at any point, 30-day money-back guarantee with easy returns, but as the quantities dwindle on this particular coin, you have no idea what an exciting show we have planned for you tonight. As a matter of fact, 2 hours of just jam-packed, lots of new in the show, and a lot of it revolves around the Apollo coin. I do want to mention to you at the start of the show that here at HSN, we've got a wonderful promotion that's happening that I want to mention to you really early on. It offers to you $40 off your first purchase when you are approved for our HSN card. So if it's something that you've thought of and you'd like to apply, you can learn more details by going over to our website at hsn.com or by calling us at our toll-free 800 number, but you certainly are able to save up to $40. And tonight's show might be a perfect time for you to be able to do that. As Mike, by the way, if you're wondering, where in the world is Mike? He's getting his little earpiece set up, so he'll be back with us in just a couple of seconds. But one of the nice features I can tell you about is that this does come with a certificate of authenticity. So you can take a look at this, look at how well it's done. It gives you all of the commemorative information about the coin, so that comes along with it. Everything is individually encapsulated, so I can show that to you here, so that it's going to obviously protect the coin for you. So this is going to be the display that comes along with it. So the presentation is stunning all the way around. But 659947 is the item number. Are you all set there?
I think I am.
Good.
We have a little earpiece we talk with,
yeah.
we hear stuff in.
Our show is live, so if you've ever wondered if our show is recorded or not, absolutely not. We are live right here in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is where our studios are located.
Absolutely. So the key to this is, like I said, first curve coin. The Apollo 50th anniversary, I mean, we really can't underestimate just what a big deal that is in terms of, I mean, it's not just an event. it's actually probably one of the most significant events in human history. I mean, we literally left this planet and went to our closest moon that we did, and we landed on the moon. It is truly, utterly, and incredibly spectacular for you to be able to do that. And that is what this is about. I mean, one of the most significant events in human history. And then we have got a coin. Now, they only did 100,000 of these coins. They went into back order from the United States government in about 90 seconds.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, they went into back order in about 90 seconds to maybe 3 minutes. I don't know what the official time is. But I know people that were on the computer right then trying to get an order and could not get an order that would be ready to go. We have coins. These are coins that are ready to ship, okay? You know, we've got these coins that are coming in right here, right now. So an incredibly big deal. So it comes with the government certificate of authenticity. Here's the box from the United States government. Here is the United States Mint that you're going to see. This is the exterior box to that. So you get all of these things. Now this is what it looks like in the holder. I took this out so that you could see the curve. See, look at that incredible curve. They've never done a curved 5-ounce coin before, and I think that's of crucial and critical importance that you're going to have, and that's the thing, that's the single most important part of what this coin thing is. Now, I want to show you one other thing. This will be available tomorrow morning on hsn.com.
Okay.
This is the 5-ounce coin certified. Okay, so this will be ours right here. This is a 5-ounce, the certified coin. Look at the thickness of this to show you the curve that's on the coin in this proprietary moon core holder that you're going to have right here, the 5-ounce coin, and it's going to be certified, as you can see. It's going to be certified PF70 Ultra Cameo.
Wow.
Very, very difficult given the large fields that are going to be on here. So that coin, once again, check hsn.com tomorrow morning, probably about 10 or 11 Eastern time. That should finally flip over and be available for you to be able to do that. But the key is like I said, these are going very quickly, only about 136 of these remaining. And that's all I have for live coins. If the government actually ever ships any additional coins, they said they may ship a few additional coins in May.
Okay.
Okay, but we're not sure.
Of course.
Okay, at this point, these are coins you can get. So, I mean, bird in the hand kind of thing is what we're looking at here.
And by all means, come on in and secure, especially in tonight's show, because they have been so popular.
Yeah.
We're going to be showing you some additional coins, but as that clock dwindles down, we certainly want to offer you a chance to take a moment to secure it and place your orders and to do some shopping with us. Very easy to do it, but I will tell you, busy day, and it's really been about coins. If you'd like to have this particular choice, then go ahead and shop with us. You've got a couple things that you want to show us, though.
I do. We got a couple of other things that are coming to bear here. First, what were they showing us? We're going to go and show the $5 coin. Is that correct?
Yeah,
okay, let's go ahead and do that. So here's the $5 gold. Okay, and I just want to give you a quick look. So this is the pure gold, that we're going to be right here, $899, 100% exclusive to us here at HSN, 419 in the limited edition, 419 in the limited edition on that, and that is a 1/4 ounce pure gold coin that you're going to have. Now, the 5-ounce has been huge, okay? The gold coin has been truly and utterly amazing. But this guy right here, this has been the coin. This is the silver dollar, pure silver. Now, a couple of things here. So we have the Apollo 11, and as you can see, I have a slight mock-up in this right here, but you know, it gives you exactly what your coin's gonna look like, curved coin. Okay, so it's 100% curved coin that you're going to have within that, and it is silver, and that's a very important distinction. It is the very first time in the history of the United States Mint that they made a commemorative silver dollar in pure silver. That has always been reserved only for the American Silver Eagle. They did it this time because this coin is that special. Now, there's 2,969 of these, first day of issue, 100% exclusive to us here at HSN. We had a little show last night about, I think it was, 1 to 3 a.m. We sold, I think, about 500 of these in the show last night. So I'm sorry, my mistake, 600 and 625 in the show last night in the middle of the night. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So our producer's talking to us. We were scheduled, because, you know, we figure how many you're going to sell, and we know that.
Depending on the time of day.
On the time of day, and we were supposed to
Right.
sell 50, and we sold 600.
What's the math on that? That's like...
It's ridiculous. 1,200 times over is what it comes down to. Now, you can see, look at this. It's already clicking over just like that. So this is, like I said, as you can see, the mock-up coin here, this is 2,969. Now, here's the one thing I can tell you. The only other curved coin that the United States government has ever done is this coin right here, the baseball coin, the silver curved baseball coin. That coin that you see right there was one of the fastest selling coins in the history of HSN. 900 fine, 900 fine silver is what that is. This is the only 9999 fine. By the way, this coin right here is actually rarer than this coin, plus it's Apollo 11th for the 50th anniversary, plus it's 9999 fine, plus it's guaranteed. Now here's the thing. When I sell a commemorative silver dollar from the United States government, I sell it for $199.95. That's my regular price. This is one of the most significant coins that's been released by the United States government in decades. It is, the popularity of this, as you can see, we sold 10 times more than we were supposed to this morning. The popularity is absolutely insane. Look at that. Look at that beautiful curved finish that's going to be on that coin. Once again, Buzz Aldrin. But they did it in 999 fine. It's first day of issue. It's individually numbered. It's a curved Apollo coin. It's the 50th anniversary of the Apollo moon landing. I could have charged an extra 20 or 40 or 60 or 80. I could have charged $299. I've seen people out there selling, not this coin because it's exclusive to us, but certified dollars for $299. This is our regular issue price. Now you just see, when we came on here, we sold about 75 of these in about a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, in about a minute. Here is my concern. We're gonna spend a tiny bit of time here. I think the phones were extremely, extremely busy. And I'm just guessing, but I'm pretty good at guessing about this kind of stuff. And what you have is the opportunity to own this coin right now at our original issue price. This will 100% sell out. This will 100% sell out, 2,969 of these proof coins. I want to show you this. Now here's another coin that we're going to have available Monday morning, the Moon Core. I want to show you the Moon Core dollar, and this one's, like I said, one of the actual coins. Check that out.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what this is going to be in the NGC Moon Core with the flag label on. This is going to be a little bit more money, okay? A tiny bit more money. So this also proprietary to us. That'll be available Monday morning, but this coin right here is available right here, right now. Available exclusively from us right here, right now. From the very first day of issue, 100% exclusive to us here at HSN. Only 2,969 in the limited edition. So,
oh, wow, so we're already getting close to that.
Like in 90 seconds here, we sold 100 coins.
Yeah, so I want to mention this because this also is being offered on FlexPay, and that opens up a real platform for those of you who are interested in getting this coin without paying the full amount, meaning $50 on a credit card plus shipping, handling, and tax. FlexPay is free, and it's instant. You just use a credit card, debit card, or PayPal. But with the way that counter is changing,
I'm assuming people are buying two at a time.
I wouldn't wait on this.
That's right. And here's what it comes down to. So let's talk about the coin itself. I mean, the value, I think, is pretty self-evident in here. It's my regular issue price for a commemorative United States government coin, for a coin that's probably the most significant coin, commemorative dollar, certainly the last 25 years. Okay? I don't think there's any doubt about that. Now let's take a look at this coin in terms of the coin itself. So first of all, you've got a curved coin. There's only been one other curved coin in the history of the United States Mint, and that is the baseball coin, was curved. It was a complete and immediate sellout from us, for us here at HSN. Please understand that. And I'm taking this out of the holder because I want to show you, because the curve is the same. Okay, look at that. So it's silver and it's curved. This coin is rare. They made more of this coin than they're going to make of this coin. And you can see the proof on that. It's actually a silver dollar in a curved silver planchet. So I'm going to leave that right there so you can see the curved nature of that, so that you're going to have that. So it's a curved coin. But this coin was 900 fine, as every commemorative dollar in the history of the United States government was until this coin. This is the very first 999 fine Pure silver commemorative dollar ever made by the United States government, ever made by the United States government in our commemorative dollar program. So that makes it significant and collectible and desirable, and just one of those things that you have to put in your collection. Now, for all of that, I charged absolutely positively zero extra. Okay, please understand, I charged zero extra for that, and that is of crucial importance. So you can see 800 sold here on the day is what we're doing, and they absolutely are going up 2, 4, 6 at a time. Very important for you to understand what your opportunity is, because once this hits the $29.69, and we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people on the phone, if all of them are buying 2, and we're gonna spend a little bit more time here, if all of them are buying 2 or 4 of these, as they should, then all of a sudden these quantities, that could be a one day only opportunity.
I have a feeling it's going to come close to that, or not get there this hour.
Right, right. Well, this hour and next hour is the only presentations we have on the day left that we're going to have here. So as you look at this right here, $29.69. That's an incredible number, very, very low. They're going to have a very limited edition that is only available from us here at HSN. Please understand that 100% exclusive to us. So you cannot buy this any place else, and I think that's absolutely positively the key. Look at this. Go ahead.
Question for you.
Please.
So when I'm looking at the screen, especially if I'm a new coin collector, I'm looking at the proof 70.
Right.
What does that mean?
Oh, I see. Yeah. This coin is certified so the government's going to make in the proofs probably about 250,000 coins, which for coins is extraordinarily rare. 150 million collectors. But not all 250,000 of those coins are going to be perfect. That's what the PR70 means. See, coins are certified, guaranteed. The higher the grade, the more they're worth. It's the most important part of coin collecting. And these coins are graded perfect. So out of those 250 coins, there's 2,969 of them that are going to be annexed first day of issue, absolutely, positively perfect. That's it. And those are the coins that are 100% available from us and us exclusively. That is a huge opportunity, a huge thing for you to understand what your chance and what your opportunity and what you need to do on this right here. That is, and for those of you that are unfamiliar, that is Buzz Aldrin's face mask from when they landed on the moon. In other words, his helmet, the shield of his helmet, which was reflective. And they took a picture, and in the reflection, it caught Neil Armstrong, the American flag, and the lunar lander. One of the most famous pictures in human history, one of the absolute positive, most famous pictures in human history that you're going to see right there, done in pure silver for the very first time. So you've got all of these things. You got the 50th anniversary of the Apollo moon landing, which is huge, 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 huge. Please understand that. That's a monstrous thing. That's incredibly important. It's phenomenally important. It's one of the most important things in human history. It's one of the single most important things that has ever been happening. And this is the coin. By the way, this is the only official United States issue coin. There are thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of other commemoratives. I guess that's the best way to describe them. Knockoffs.
Yes.
People that don't have anything to do with the United States government. It's not actually a coin, it's what we call a medallion. Look, they're fantastic if you like the looks of them, but understand they're not coins and never will be. This is the only official coin made by the United States government that you see right here. Now this 915 sold, and like I said, that does not account for the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people on the phone right now. That is today. We launched this about, about 16 hours ago. We launched this about 16 hours ago, and that's what we're doing. So we're a third of the way sold through now, over a third of the way sold through of the quantity that we have forever. Okay, forever. We will never get a single solitary additional first day of issue coin. And what happens is once this coin hits sellout in our certification holder and uncertified, once the sellout happens, understand folks, then the secondary market takes over. This is our wholesale price. This is the lowest price that we charge. And more importantly for us, you have to understand, this is the price we charge for all commemorative dollars. So it's not like, oh, this is the Apollo and it's pure silver. We're gonna get a couple extra bucks for this. No, it's not the way we do things here. By the by, and I think we have one over there, I need a red oak presentation box. These come with red oak presentation boxes as well. That one right there is absolutely perfect. Thank you very much. So I want to show this. So of course it comes with the red oak presentation box. You know, I'm going to put that right up here. Sorry, guys. I'm going to put that right there. So the red oak presentation box is going to come with this coin as well. So that's crucial and critical. Makes it collectible and desirable 100%. This is absolutely one of those coins. Now, we will give you opportunities as we catch up in the phones and everything else. HSN.com, great place to go. And remember, and I want to show you this as we're getting ready to go out the door, this is the NGC coin that will be available. And like I said, in holder, I mean, you know, you can see that with the proof finish that's right there, and then the reverse proof that you're going to have on the reverse on the proof that's going to be right there. These will be available Monday morning in our exclusive Moon Core flag label that you're going to have right there. And see how thick that was? That was based on the fact that this is a curved coin. See the curved nature of the coin? It's only the second curved coin. This is the other one, the baseball coin, ever made by the United States government, right here. This coin, the second curved coin. That was first, this is second, but this is the first pure silver 9999 fine silver dollar ever made by the United States government. It's absolutely, positively incredible. Now, oh yeah, sure. We have the 5 ounce, I'm gonna put this over here, because all these coins come with the red oak presentation box. We still have the 5 ounce coin. This is the big one, look at this. This is 5 ounces of pure silver in a coin. The first curved 5 ounce coin that the United States government has ever done. This also done in pure silver, 9999 fine. What do we have, 100 of these left?
That's
maybe less than 100. And
yep.
those are live available coins.
And we want to show you our other dollar really quickly.
Okay. So they're going to make $2. And when I say this is the only one, this is the silver dollar.
Sure.
They make it in proof and they make it in what's called mint state. You can see it's not quite as shiny, okay? So the mint state coin. Now the cool thing about the mint state coin is it's made in significantly fewer quantities. So we're looking at roughly 250,000 of these. There's roughly 100,000 of these. And of that, we only have 1,969 in the limited edition of the Mint State 70. Now understand, and I don't know why we normally are $189.95. That's what I've sold every other commemorative dollar. I've taken the Apollo coin, that's pure silver in the mint state too. It's the only pure silver commemorative dollar ever done, and taken $10 off, basically selling it less than any commemorative silver dollar that I've sold from the United States government in years and years and years. That is a pretty big deal, in my opinion. And so that gives you an opportunity to be able to own that coin once again in Mint State 70. In Mint State 70, it is the perfect companion. It is the 100% perfect companion to the PR 70. So if you bought the PR 70, you need to get the Mint State 70 as well. If you bought the PR 70, you need to get the Mint State 70 as well. Absolutely crucial for you to understand that they really are a pair. And that way you have the only dollar, and you have it in both finishes. There's only one official dollar coin, silver dollar coin. That's this coin right here. They did it in 2 different finishes, same coin. They did it in proof, and they did it in mint state, and the mint state coin is significantly rarer.
One of the nice things that we've done for both coins is we have them available on FlexPay. So it makes it very easy to be able to capture both. You can use FlexPay on both coins or on as many coins where we're offering FlexPay. We also want to remind you about that special promotion we're offering with our HSN card. So if you're approved, if you're applying, you'll get $40 off. And so you can certainly use that at your discretion as well. But definitely these have been on the day, one of the most exciting launches ever. And so if you want in on any of the choices, give us a call. Don't wait. We already have a clock up on the screen. The item number to choose this design is 659653. And you know, Mike, I wanted to share with all of you, we want you to watch this show. But by all means, if you want to go ahead and go to hsn.com and see the expanded assortment and see what's there and you want to shop there, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Oh yeah, and you can see, this is the first presentation I've done of this coin. I got almost 300 of these sold now. A lot of smart people taking advantage of it. And understand, this is 30% rarer in terms of our certification. Now here's the thing. This coin is about 3 times rarer than the proof coin generally. I only make it about half as rare because this is the coin I tend to collect personally. Because I know
look, I like to collect grades. So these are the same thing. It's graded Mint State 70,
Sure.
absolutely perfect. As opposed to the proof coin you just saw, which is PR 70. So this is Mint State. So it's done in, remember, proof is not a condition, but a method of manufacturing. So now you look at this coin that you see right here. In Mint State 70, it's going to be significantly rarer than the proof coin.
Yes, I get it.
And so I know that, and I'm kind of telling you about that when it comes down to that. So I'm giving you what amounts to really, really, really
Wow.
inside
Absolutely,
information.
I would do this. And you also have the first day of issue here. So you've got a great opportunity. If you'd like to grab them, as Mike has recommended, if you can, or if you'd like to get them both. I mentioned a moment ago, hsn.com, and there's a live look. And we have so many different things there. You can't even begin to imagine. It's so much fun just exploring the variety and the choices that we have. So even if you can't do it tonight, at some point, be sure to check it out. I think it'll be fun for you to discover all the different coins that we offer to you right here at HSN.
Well, you have to understand there's many of these coins that never, ever, ever get sold
yes,
on the air
yes.
because there's not enough quantity. There's the Mint State coin. You can see the box that it comes in. Okay, very, very quickly. This is the $5 gold, okay? This is the $5 gold coin. Done, again, in an absolutely stunning, solid gold. And understand, I know it's a $5 coin, but do not confuse it with the American Eagle gold coin. The American Eagle gold coin in the $5 denomination has 1/10 of an ounce of gold. This has got 2.5 times the gold in it. It has 2.5 times the gold in it. Now, I don't know if anybody paid any attention, but Friday after this coin released, gold went up $30 an ounce. That's the biggest rise in gold in years and years. If gold makes a run, understand already if the government were to sell additional coins of this, they would have to raise the price significantly because it meets a new price barrier. And of course, then my price would have to go to $9.49 or $9.79 or whatever that is. With that, I want to show you one thing. Here is this right here. This is going to be Monday. This will be live, as you see right here with the moon core and the flag label. Look at that, absolutely stunning, beautiful. And that's done, of course, in solid gold. Isn't that fantastic? Okay, let's look at this. There's the proof at $899.95.
And there's the wood presentation box that it comes in.
Absolutely, that you're going to have. Now, I also have, in even significantly more limited quantity, the Mint State gold coin, okay? Maybe just a minute or so here, and then maybe we can take one last look at the proof silver dollar that we do there, the 5 ounce or something like that. So here's the Mint State dollar, 324 of those available, 324 of those available. Once again, then that curved, as you can see, even the thing is curved right there. So you see the beautiful curved representation of that. Now, Mint State isn't quite as shiny, but once again, significantly rare. Now, you have to understand, in all of the gold coins made by the United States government, there's only 50,000 coins that are going to be made. 40 of those probably are going to be the proof coin. This is only going to have a mintage of about 10,000 coins. Only 324 of them are going to be Mint State 70, first day of issue, Annex, Apollo, and of course they're all Apollo 50th anniversary. This is the only official gold coin, whether it be in Mint State or proof. This is the only official gold coin. Depends on the finish. You can buy proof, you can buy Mint State on that as well. And like I said, and then we still have the proof coin available. I think well over 1,000 of those have.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Let's take a look at.
Wow, 97 now.
Only 97
nice.
left. Why'd you pick that up, Marlo? And you can, if you pick that out of there, and if you show the top of the box right there, see where it says United States Mint? It has that beautiful insert with that. Here's the United States Mint Certificate of Authenticity that comes with that. It gives you all the information about the coin, the fact that it's curved, the fact that it's 5 ounces that you're going to have right there. Check that out. The only curved 5 ounce coin. The United States government has only been making 5 ounce coins for less than 10 years, but this is the very first curved one and the first commemorative outside of the National Parks Program. Okay, so we're over 1,100 of these right here. Oh,
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, we will give you another full presentation coming up next hour. Why? Because we are very, very close, very close, and potentially will come close to even selling this out. If you'd like to order, 659692 is the item number. $49.99 on our free and instant flex pay. I would secure that now if you can. When we come back, we're going to be talking about the burnished eagle.
Very important coin.
All right, so worth sticking around. More excitement coming your way, but stick with us. We're going to take a tiny break, and we'll be back right on the other side.
G by Juliana is for the confident, fashionable, amazing woman. She can expect to feel comfortable. She can also expect a lot of compliments. They'll be asking, who are you wearing?
Are you ready? Shop like a VIP with the HSN credit card. Apply now and save up to $40 when you're approved. As an HSN card member, you'll get all kinds of perks, like extra flex on jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases all day, every day. Plus VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, and there's no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
Don't miss a thing with our HSN app, available on Apple and Android devices. Shop faster than ever with product videos. Watch HSN live anytime, anyplace, and get $10 off your first in-app purchase with code WELCOME10. Opt in to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. And the shop and search features make finding your favorites easier than ever. Search app on hsn.com to download.
Here at HSN, we base our retail values on nationwide information. Retail value is an indication of the price you would expect to pay for the same or similar item elsewhere, not the price at which you would be able to sell the item. Prices do vary around the country, so ours might be different from prices in your area. For more information, call one of our customer service reps at 1-800-284-3900.
Thank you once again for being here at HSN. It's so nice to have you shopping with us tonight. My name is Marlo. I'm your host. And this is Mike Mezak. He is our resident numismatist. He's a coin expert. And of course, we have been featuring for you coins. So far, we're off to a great start. But you've tuned in at the right time because we have something very special to share with you right now. And Mike, I can't wait to hear all about this.
I've only ever had one other full presentation of this, and it was a couple of weeks ago. Since that, without any additional presentation, we talked about it last night, I think we've sold like over 500 coins. People see this and are starting to get into this. The information on this coin is starting to come out. So the United States government, like the Apollo coin's been fantastic, and it's new, and it's proof, and it's all of these things, but this coin has a special cachet to it. First of all, I have just negotiated where this NGC PSS label, the Premier Select Series, that's exclusive to me. Okay, can't get, there's one coin that's been put into this label, and it's this coin. Because I specifically select coins that are significantly important to the hobby to put into this, and this is one of those coins. I want to go back. President Ronald Reagan signs the Liberty Coin Act into law in 1986, creates the most popularly collected silver coin in the world. Today, I think it's the most popularly collected coin in the world, not just silver coin. From 1986 through this year, 2019, the United States government has made mint state silver eagles every single solitary one of those years. They've made proof silver eagles in every single solitary one of those years, save one. Okay, in 2009, they didn't make any coins because of the demand for the mint states were so big they couldn't make proofs. And so they made them from 86 to 2019. They started making these special burnished silver eagles that you see right here in 2006. Made them in 2006, 7, and 8, then skipped 9, 10, and 11, and started making again from 12 all the way through here. So if you take all of those silver eagles, what is that, about 75 different American silver eagles, all the regular issue silver eagles in the history of the United States Mint, there's one coin amongst it that is the single rarest of all regular issue silver eagles, and is this coin right here. This coin is far rarer than any other regular issue United States government, all the mint states, all the proofs, all the burnished coins that the United States government has ever made. This is the rarest. This is the king. Now here's the great thing. I know this. This coin sold out last year. I'm charging you the same exact price that I charged on the Annex coin last year. We did NGC PSS, okay, and I sold several thousand in the Annex coins. This was going to be a huge coin. I knew it was going to be a huge coin, and it sold out because I bought 10,000 of them. I bought the last 10,000. I sold the coin out, and then we got the mintage figures and found out that this is the rarest American silver eagle, period, in all of the mint state proof and burnished coins in the regular issue that the United States government has ever made, period, end of story. And I have got it in our exclusive NGC PSS label, certified mint state 70, absolutely positively perfect. So here's the thing. So it's rarer than every proof American silver eagle made by the United States government, all 33 of them in a regular issue. Every single solitary one of them is more than $139. As a matter of fact, they're going to range from about $179 to about $10,000, and this coin is rarer than all of those. If you take the mint state coins, and you take the early mint state coins, the only mint state coins by the United States government that even come close to this, are going to be 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. In mint state 70, they're going to average $1,000 to $2,000 to $3,000 a coin. We're $139, and this is significantly rarer than all of those coins. Then you've got the burnished series itself that has come out since 2006. This is rarer than all of those coins. And while I can put out American regular issue silver eagles here for significantly more money, dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of coins that I can sell you for more money than this, and are absolutely fantastic opportunities, even a better opportunity than this coin in terms of, the price, what I can't give you is a rare coin. And not only am I giving you the rarest American silver, I'm giving it to you at my original issue price. Even though it's sold out, even though it's the rarest American silver eagle, I am at this point right now, as I speak, selling it to you for the exact same price as I would have if it's not sold out. Like this year's coin. So I have the 2019 burnished American silver eagle. When it comes out, it'll be $139.95. The 2018, we sold that out at $139.95. But this coin that you see right here, mint state 70, absolutely positively perfect. Check that out, the rarest American silver eagle, the rarest American silver eagle. And I'm still at original issue price because I bought about 10% of the entire mintage because I knew this would be a superstar. I knew this would be a silver eagle rock star, if you will. And so I'm giving you the opportunity before we sell it. Now, once we sell out, then it's like Katie bar the door. I mean, we have no opportunity to go out and get these coins, fresh coins that we can grade, that we can make mint state 70. And so that's what your opportunity is. That's why you need to get this coin here. Now, the other part about that is, not only do you get the rarest American silver eagle, but you get it graded absolutely positively perfect. So that's fantastic. And you get it in our exclusive holder, the NGC PSS series, as you can see, the Premier Select series. That is only available, I'm the exclusive holder of that label that you're going to have right there. Nobody else can sell that label. And I'm giving you that, okay, at $139.95. Same as the Annex. So we do Annex, we do NGC, we do PCGS. We try to hold the price for all of those, even though there are exclusive labels, and we could technically charge kind of whatever we wanted. But that's not the way we do things. Now, here's the problem. While we've sold hundreds of these coins, as well you can see, and they're fantastically and amazingly collectible and desirable because of the rarity. Look, there's one king of the silver dollar, of the silver eagle, in terms of pure rarity. So every regular issue mint state coin from 1986 till now, every regular issue proof coin, whether it be San Francisco Mint, whether it be Philadelphia Mint, whether it be West Point Mint from 1986 through 2019, this is rarer than all of them. They started making the special burnished issue in 2006. This is rarer than all of them, okay? I simply cannot impress upon you enough how important this coin is and then add into that I'm selling it to you at my original issue price. You think I'm a little excited about this?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I get that. And the reason behind this is, I think it's spectacular. Now, I want to point this out. People are going, oh, Mint State, I have Mint State Silver Eagles. $139, that's too much money. It's the regular Mint State coin. Sure, the regular 2019 Mint State's like 79 bucks, okay? But it doesn't have the mint mark.
Yes.
It's not the burnished coin. This coin is about almost 100 times rarer than the regular Mint State. This is the burnished. See where it says up there, burnished American Silver Eagle? And so now you have a new cachet of rarity, collectability, and desirability that no American Silver Eagle, because there's only one king. There's only one rarest American Silver Eagle that has ever been in the regular series. So every year they put out a Mint State coin, every year they put out the proof coin, since 2000 almost, and since 2006 they basically put out a burnished coin every year. Of all of those coins, this is the rarest coin. Now a lot of people didn't realize that. There's a tremendous number of people that had no idea how rare, how collectible, and how desirable this coin is. Now I put it in the NGC, my select label that you see here. It's exclusive to me. And it's so important, I only put, since it's Premier Select, I select the Premier coins that go in here. You know how many different coins I have in PSS labels? The one. Yeah, it would be this coin. Okay, there's only one coin to date that has met the standards that I require to be put into a Premier. So, okay, what's it gonna require? How about the rarest American regular issue Silver Eagle? How about the rarest American Silver Eagle? Okay, we'll put that in a PSS holder. Now let's take a difference, the 1995 American Silver Eagle. Okay, they made, what did they make? 4.5 million of those or something. In this condition, NGC, that's a $8,000 coin. This coin's, I don't know, 50 times rarer.
Wow.
50 times rarer, this particular coin, than that coin right there. So when you look at this, look at these quantities sold, and you see them ticking out there because you have experienced collectors, you have knowledgeable collectors. Okay, I got the rarest coin. I've got it in an absolutely perfect grade. I've got it in an exclusive label that doesn't cost me anymore. So many times I see, hey, this label's exclusive to me, so we're gonna charge you double.
Yes.
Perfect coin gonna be an extra $1, you know, an extra $10, an extra $100, an extra $1,000, and then you put all of this together, and you put all that, and then I'm charging my regular issue price of $139.95. The day this was released in 2017, of course, it wasn't in a PSS holder then. I had an annex first day of issue. It was $139.95. Okay, it was $139.95 then. Okay, now see what you're going and where you're going and what your opportunity is. And like I said, so many people on the phone right now, and our quantities, as it says right up there at the top, quantities are limited. So
very limited, our producer is saying.
What's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to own this, go ahead and order. I want to mention to you, FlexPay is an option for you. And one of the things that's interesting about FlexPay is that we don't offer FlexPay on all of our coins. So in tonight's show, where we really have some distinctive and unique coins, and really a lot of the more special ones are on FlexPay tonight, take advantage of it. Shop with us for them. Don't miss it, because it allows you to be able to secure them, and especially with a coin like this that's already very limited.
Okay, we're going to give you about another 30, 40 seconds.
Why not?
But I want to very quickly give you the high points. Absolutely perfect. Exclusive holder. The only coin that's ever been put in an NGC PSS holder is this coin. And why is this coin in that? Because it is the rarest regular issue Silver Eagle ever sold by the United States government. That is the standard, in essence, to some degree, that I'm setting with this PSS holder, which you cannot get anywhere except from me. I'm the exclusive distributor of NGC PSS, the Premier Select Series. So you're doing this. Of every Mint State, every proof, every burnished Silver Eagle made by the US government, this is the regular issue, this is the rarest. All the proofs are more expensive, most of the Mint States are more expensive, most of the burnished are more expensive, but this coin, original issue price, rarest of all of them, great, great, great opportunity. Like I said, we are coming down to final quantities.
Well, it's exciting to see so many of you shopping with us. Don't hang up. We'd love to get this out to you. Don't forget that we've got many different platforms for you to shop. HSN.com, downloading our app to your tablets or mobile phones, or give us a call at our toll-free 800 number. Here's what's coming up in about 8 minutes. So very rare, once again, to be able to have this on FlexPay. You're taking a look at our 1999 to 2009.
Every single one of the state quarters.
State quarters.
All of them.
Yep.
All of them. Every single one of them at less than the original government issue price. I don't think I need to say any more.
I don't think so. 541286. That's going to be coming up in about 8 minutes. So stick around for that. But in tonight's show, we actually have a showstopper, and we'd like to give you a look starting now. So you want to give us an idea? Tell us a little bit about this one. What makes this such a showstopper?
The United States government, this is the brand new 2019 American Silver Eagle, okay? Early release. Now, the proof coin from the United States government was only available, you know, very, very quickly. So the first releases are, in essence, gone. You'll notice the core, NGC. The flag core is exclusive to me. We launched it last year. Remember last year's coin? It was the straight kind of stars and bars. We've decided that we are going to retire the flag at the end of every year. So the 2018 flags are gone. Only available on those 2018 coins. This is the new flag core with the wavy flag that you're going to see right here. This is the first time I have got the proof coin available in the flag core early release. Well, any release, but we're also early release. It's the 2019 certified PF70 Ultra Cami. Oh, I've only got 186 in the system. Oh, goodness. So these are going to go very, very quickly, okay? I'm assuming complete and total sellout here. Now, like I said, this is our original issue price, $199.95 for flag core. Flag core always brings a premium. And I think that the quantity left is very, very important on these that we're going to have at $199.95. Now, here's the thing. We've worked together a long time, right, Marlo?
Yeah, we have.
You know, I'm a pretty black and white guy when it comes to the facts and figures and the numbers, and I kind of stick to that. I very rarely offer speculation.
Yes,
This is a coin I'm going to speculate a little bit on, and just in terms of what I think is going to happen, not from a price standpoint. I am using my 40 years of experience, or more, to suggest, in my opinion, that this coin is quite likely, to me, stands an extraordinarily good chance of being the rarest proof W minted regular issue American Silver Eagle from 1996 through, that's how long they've been making it at the West Point Mint, over 20 years. This is going to be the rarest coin. Now, if you look at the 96, 97, 98, in PF70, those coins are thousands of dollars, thousands of dollars. I think this is going to be rarer than all of them. And I only say that because all I do all day long basically is track all these coins. So we have, we have proprietary, kind of algorithms that tell us, the trajectory of how many coins are minted and sold, so we can try to get ahead of the curve and find out, okay, we think this coin's going to be the rarest, so we're going to take, in essence, a position in this coin. I've not done that in this. It's a little early in the game for that, in all honesty, but my gut tells me that the 2019 Eagle, and I'll give you some of the reasons I believe that. First of all, the proof Silver Eagle is usually released much later in the year. Okay, so and it's usually kind of released by itself. So there's a lot of energy and focus on the coin. This year it was released first of the year. So the brand new Mint State Eagle, that's where everybody went, okay? And of course you had the Apollo coins released last week. That sucked all the air out of the room, okay? And all of a sudden, nobody's buying this coin. I know what they traditionally buy in the first 2 or 3 or 4 weeks of proof American Silver Eagles, and this one is way down. And I mean way, way, way down. So unless there's this huge push on this coin for an unknown reason throughout the course of the year, I don't see it happening. So based on that, and we won't know that for about 6 or 7 months, but that's an important consideration. Now, even though I believe that, okay, that doesn't mean that I charge any extra for this coin again. So for flag core proof American Silver Eagles, this is my regular issue price. This is what I charged for the 2018s, $199.95. So that's the important part of this. I have less than 200 of these coins. So you have a proof coin in proof ultra cameo. You get the fantastic red oak presentation box that you're going to have here. Look at this in our proprietary, my proprietary flag core coin that you're going to have right here. Look at that. We started off with about 200 or so of these. I'm assuming we're going to be very, very close to sellout through this 3-minute presentation because of NGC, flag core, exclusivity, and then like I said, just my putting it out there. I'm not charging any extra for it or anything like that, so it's not like I'm saying that to get an extra 10 bucks or something, or 20 or 30 or 40 or 50. You know, that's an important thing.
Absolutely. Well, again, 6573-66 if you're going to choose this one. Another FlexPay, our producer of our show is Steve, and he has mentioned to me that in tonight's show, we've seen more FlexPay than we typically do. That's a good thing. I would capitalize on it and take advantage of it. You can we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can always return the merchandise if you should change your mind. We want to remind you about another way to be able to save $40 on any of the coins or any of the merchandise that you'd like to offer. We've got a new year and a new HSN VIP card. If you apply and approved, you'll get $40 off of your first purchase. But this particular coin, as we've mentioned to you, already very limited and an amazing choice.
Now, like I said, you know, follow us until we announce sellout. There's still available quantity on these, okay?
Absolutely.
So here we have early release. Now, to get early release, for NGC, their rules for early release is they have to be in their grading office within 30 days of the sale of the coin. Okay, within 30 days of the sale of the coin. Now, the problem is the United States Mint sells this and then doesn't ship it for 2 weeks sometimes. And then you have to get it, and then you have to get it to NGC. Then on top of it, and here's the core that you see here. We started doing this special core last year because I got tired of all of the labels, the label game. Okay, there's 800 different labels that all go into this single basket of you know, whatever it is. And so now you have this coin right here. So we decided, okay, we're gonna do one label, we're gonna do one core, we're gonna go old school on this, and this is the Proof American Silver Eagle early release flag core. You know where else you can get this coin? Yeah, right here. Okay, so because I have the proprietary rights to the flag core, and this is the brand new flag core for 2019. The 18 flag core was retired. It was kind of an angled straight stars and bars right here. So now we got the wavy stars and bars. I think we're going to go to an old school one next year, do maybe a Betsy Ross flag or something like that. But they are unique to the year as well. This is brand new. This is my very first presentation of this coin, my very first presentation. Once again, our original issue price, and it is the quantity I have in the system is all I'm going to have for early release. So you need to stand by, you need to take advantage of this. We will let you know if it sells out. For right now, you got to get in on this.
Absolutely, and keep in mind, you know, we spoke about the burnished coin, and we mentioned that hundreds of people, almost 500 people, actually ordered from hsn.com. So although we present the coins to you live on television, believe it or not, after our shows is when we get tons and tons of traction. So if you want any of the coins, a narrow opportunity for you to order, but we're welcoming you in. Come on in and place your order. We want to show you another coin that's available that you might be interested in.
Okay, so this is flag core and it's proof, but it comes in a special, what we call congratulations set. Okay, that was only released to be able to get the congratulations that you see here. First day of issue. That means NGC has to get it the day it was released. And the only way to do that is these coins were released at the Fun Show by the United States government at a big coin show in Orlando. And we had to literally buy them from the United States Mint, okay, and wheel our little trolley right over to the NGC table and hand them off to be able to get first day of issue that you see right there. Comes out of the congratulations set. First day of issue in NGC is one of the single most popular and most difficult to get designations of any coin that's certified. And not only do we have that, we have got that, okay? We have got that in our exclusive flag core holder as well, our exclusive flag core holder as well.
All right, if you'd like to order that one, we'll remind you of it a little bit later on the show, reminding you everything is always available for you on hsn.com. By the way, thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm Marlo, your host, and it's nice to be with you. And we have Mike Mezak, which many of you know, but if you're a new customer, Mike happens to be a numismatist, which is a coin expert, and you've been doing this pretty much all your life.
I have indeed.
All your life. What do we have here?
Well, the United States government in 1999 kind of reinvigorated a moribund industry, if you will. Coin collecting wasn't much anything in 1999. A bunch of coin geeks like me out there.
Yeah.
I was selling coins on television, of course, and doing that. And we were doing a lot of that. But, you know, it didn't have kind of the cachet it has today. That was changed by the American state quarters. The United States government, in a stroke of genius, decides to commemorate every single state in the Union on the back of the venerable Washington quarter. And that's exactly what we have here. And they did it 5 per year until they did every state and all of the United States territories as well, that you see right down here. So they started these in 1999, and the response was immediate. The response was overwhelming. The response was 100% amazing. What I have got here is the United States government original issue packaging. The original issue packaging of the United States government, as you can see here, the United States government original state quarter proof sets. The original state quarter proof sets that you're going to have right there, all 10 of them, and the territorial quarters, 11 sets total. With shipping and handling, they were originally $20 a piece from the United States government. We're selling the entire block for $199.95. By the by, when you get these, they're going to come to you in this spectacular custom display box as well that you're going to see right here. Check that out. Isn't that absolutely stunning? Absolutely stunning, absolutely amazing that you're going to have with that. And they're all displayed at this incredible angle, so it's quite easy to pick them out, to be able to see what's going on with each and every one of these coins. I've got a certificate down in there I want to try to get out. That's good. That's going to come with this as well. This is just one of those incredible and amazing United States government issue sets, just as it was done from the United States government. So they come in the custom display box right there. Now, here's the special part to me. You rarely see them in the original government packaging like this. And the reason for that, okay, the reason for that is very clear. Because it's quite easy, as a matter of fact, it is the preferred method of doing it, to break them open and sell them individually. Okay, to sell them individually. And I have here, this is a nationally advertised catalog. And so what I did is I took some of their prices of these coins and I decided to bring out individually. And I want to focus on this set right here. So you're paying about $18 a set. Individually, these coins right here, $18.50, $18.50, $18.50, $18.50, and $25. You're basically $100 for the 2008s. You're basically half the price of the sets for just the 2008 set that you're going to have right there. And then you've got these right here. These are the quarters. Those are $7 a piece. Those are the territorial quarters that you're going to have in there as well. And it's $7 a piece times 6. So you're about $150, virtually the price of the entire set, in just the final 2 years. In just the final 2 years is what this is right here. And you're gonna have 99, 2000, 2001, 2002. $18.18, thank you very much. So basically this right here accounts for 5 of the sets right here, all in a single set, because it's $18.50, $18.50, $18.50, $18.50, and $25 is what you're going to have right there. Remember, so every single one of these, all in the original government packaging that you're going to have, and then, I'm gonna hand this to you, Marlo, so that you can show that to them. The beautiful presentation box that you're going to have there.
Look at that.
Isn't that beautiful? We have that silver stamped top on that. Let me go ahead and pull that up. There you go. Oops, they fell down. I grabbed them wrong.
That's okay.
Let me get this and fix them. And so it's going to come in the custom presentation box right there, where they just slide right in there. I pulled them apart. and they slide right in there, so it's quite easy for viewing, just like this. They go in just like so.
I have a question
so you can
for
see
you.
every single solitary set. Isn't that spectacular? Isn't that beautiful right there?
You know, if I were on my own, just, you know, wanted to go and start collecting the state quarters, right? How difficult would it be for me to put together all of the proofs?
Okay, well,
You know, on my own.
they sold these out, okay, see these right here? They sold those out in 1999.
Oh, okay.
So that's 20 years ago. Okay, they sold these out from the United States Mint in 2000, 2001, 2002. These have been sold out for a decade.
Which already creates a platform for people to ask a premium for them because you can't get them.
Now here's
Right?
the big part of this. I have personally, been responsible for it. My company has taken these sets that you see right here, and I have personally been responsible for breaking open probably 250,000 of these sets, because we open them up and we put them in capsules, and we take this set, we open them up, we put them in individual airtight holders, put them in a red oak presentation box, and it's $449. It's $449 in a red oak presentation box. That is what you're looking at. Yet I'm going to give you the opportunity to own every single solitary one of these at the original, actually a little less than the original issue price. And like I said, coin by coin, well less than half of this price that you're going to have in here. 99 through 2000.